Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Flickering Torch. I am the host of the Flickering Torch. I meant to say the MechaHack Desperate Alliance. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the MechaHack Desperate Alliance, our Tuesday role-playing game show. I hope you're all having a great day, a great week, a great month, a great probably not a year, the whole COVID thing, but, we'll skip over that. I will hand it, as I always do, over to our wonderful GM, who's eating cereal or some shit. The fuck are you doing, Addison?
I think that's ice cream.
It's a jam roly-poly with custard, sorry. Very British of me.
Could be worse.
Jam roly-poly. Go.
Could be a horse.
Hello, welcome to episode 5 of MechaHack Desperate Alliance. We ended on a huge cliffhanger last week where our fire team Odin thought that they were going to go and cleverly disable Green Mantis. However, unfortunately, it turned out to be a trap. And it seems as though the TCS Union has been attacked by Black Centipede. But before we get back into all the drama and the combat chaos of MechaHack Desperate Alliance, I would like for everybody to introduce themselves. So,
he's checking the stream so he can point to people, I think.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's frozen for me as well.
It's frozen?
Yeah, it's
working on the fucking...
Getting a frame every sort of 10 seconds.
Oh, but we're like live. Weird. Why the fuck is OBS like this sometimes?
Because it's
free.
We have been doing this for a while, and we are so competent.
I don't understand why some weeks it's slow.
Slowly stripping later and later.
Look, right, God, that's not my fault.
OBS is for old people. You want Streamlabs?
No, we want less frames, really. It's probably fine. I'll keep trying to close things.
It's actually working fine for me now.
Yeah, now it's popped up.
So if I have Task Manager open,
it's
it works
working fine.
fine. That's not suspicious.
I don't necessarily know if it's you or Twitch's platform.
Well, I'm getting like
a slideshow
4,000 kilobytes per second upload, so that seems fine, right?
Yeah, that's 4 meg.
This is fine.
Okay,
Probably
now it's
Twitch's
playing ball.
platform.
It's literally
watching the stream, apparently.
I'm watching the stream, yeah, because back to, but now that we've figured that out.
Hooray, technology!
Hit the film tonight, Ben. Yeah, this is the content people want. Mecha. Before we do that, though, we're gonna go through our cast and their characters, and maybe you can give a bit of a like a thought tap, like a single line of what your character's thinking as they emerge from the planet Flightstone Sigma, and see this huge giant black mech with long extendable arms wrapped around your base of operations. So let's start with James.
I think I'm thinking space, planet, ship, space, planet, ship, as my mech slowly tumbles in space.
Oh, you're fully disabled, right? Like you're
Yeah, I am down. I took some damage, but I didn't note it down. I can't remember what I took.
You're on 0 hit points.
You've lost an arm as well.
0 hit points, but it was that. There you go.
We lost an arm.
Arm down. I'll go and retrieve that later and put it back on.
If you survive, that
Yeah.
is.
So that's Vasilia, Vaslov, Nade. Who are you playing, and what are they thinking at this moment in time?
So I'm playing Paladin Honor, and I'm thinking, damn boy, that's some long arms. That's all I'm thinking. That's all I've thought about all week, actually, to be quite honest, is I'm trying to visualize these long tentacle-like arms going around the ship, and it honestly disturbed me. And it disturbs my character as well.
I've seen this hentai, I know where it's going.
Yes.
And
Sorry, Ben.
What? Not that bad word, Ben.
Addison's gone. Robot for anyone.
Who are you playing, and what are they currently thinking at this moment in?
I've missed all of that, Addison. I'm sorry, I don't know who you're talking to.
You have turned into a slideshow.
Oh, Jordan, what are you thinking? Who are you playing?
Well, the quality of the stream, I'll say this, is probably what Dagger Raven's going through right now, which is a bit of a sort of, he's not really operating at full capacity. He's a bit sort of glitchy, doesn't really know where to look, and is just sort of like going through, like, there's a lot of codes sort of going around in his head.
I
Basically, that's...
use Streamlabs.
And finally, the flickering torch himself, flickering in terms of both production quality and his light.
Take the knife, stick it in, and give it a fucking good twist while we're there, right?
Ben, who are you playing and what are they currently thinking?
I'm playing Carter Thrift, and he's thinking, God damn it, why does it always have to get worse?
So as you guys emerge, behind you is a planet that you've managed to break into 1/3 and 2/3. Behind you, and the halves are slowly drifting. The sections are slowly drifted apart. One coming towards you, beginning to like turn, and in front of you, you see Black Centipede is like this bipedal, but almost like hunched over with almost gorilla-like arms that would come in front of it, but instead of like them being round and like you're used to it, they're almost like strips, and you see like these strange cables and like sinews between each plate that's wrapped around the TCS Union, and you see from each plate is two or four of these small little black hooks that have crunched down into the metal. They're not quite strong enough with no force to like break into the hole, but it is very well lodged in, and it is very much like surrounding the Union.
I mean,
ship.
with around 100 pairs of gorilla arms on a centipede, that would be pretty terrifying and capable of breaking quite a lot of stuff. Because, like, you've seen gorillas, right? They've never been introduced to gym equipment, and holy shit, they're strong.
It's more like, so those little hooks. So you get the idea that the centipede name comes from the arms, because the arms are what look like centipedes. So it's a very odd mech. The Aeons use like strange mechs, but this is something else, and like some of you have said quite rightfully, it is scary and disturbing.
I would like.
I want to meet who makes the mechs. That's the thing, like, because they're not ordering this shit off Amazon, right? Like, this is like bespoke stuff.
Yeah.
I would like to hail
may-
Black Centipede on comms.
So as you hail Black Centipede, you see, I'll give you the picture, and I will describe them to the.
We can actually
see
see the pictures
this-
on the stream.
Can they?
Yeah. Usually. Oh, that's just a picture of Addison's face for some reason in reference images. You wanna post a reference image? Is it Terry Crews? Nathan, we can see that on the that's visible.
Where's that visible on the stream?
That's where it's getting pasted, right? The picture.
Yeah, it should be.
I'm on it. So you see a individual that barely looks human. They have like almost night blue skin, kind of like Nightcrawler from the X-Men. These strange eyes that look almost against the usual black pupils, black sclera of the Aeon primacy. They're just bright white, and all its hair is bright white. It has like coiffed hair, but then it comes to like this weird ponytail, almost like mullet thing that goes down past its shoulders, and they're just there, sat in this mech, not really even doing anything. You can almost see like their feet on the console, like tapping slowly, and you hear as you hail, they kind of like move forward and like come really close to the camera, and they're like, "Ah, I wondered when you'd be back."
Unidentified Mecha pilot, please stand down, or I will have to let you know what the scuttling procedures are for a Terran Collective nuclear-capable vehicle.
Oh, so you're gonna blow all these lot up? I would love to see that. I'd love to see the ants get squashed. How about it? Let's do it. Come on, little boy. Come on, come to Papa. Like, and they start like, go on. I dare you.
I'm just letting you know what's going to happen if you damage that ship irrevocably. So you might want to chill out on the arms.
I'm just holding them here whilst I wait for you guys to come out. How you hang in there, Claratesh? And you hear like, Malika, will you just get them off me? He's like, no, I think you can hang about a bit. It'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Just as a quick note, we've physically got that person. Like, we caught them, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, you've got the top half. You like severed them at the abdomen because they had like the stereotypical like insectoid abdomen, and you've just got the top half that's like got these like.
I thought the pod.
Yeah, I thought we. Yeah,
and it tried to get away, and someone went and caught it, and then
I grabbed it and then pinched the neck so it didn't bleed out or something.
Yeah, pinched the bleeding neck of the mech that it ripped off because.
Yeah, so we've got a hostage though, right?
You've got a hostage, yeah.
And from what we know about the Aeons, they're not very numerous, right? They're just highly technological advanced.
They're highly technological advanced and trained to fight pretty much alone. If they're in partners.
But they're not numerous. Like the Terran Collective has just got shit tons of farmers, right? Like we have a lot of numbers, whereas they're quite a small population from what we know.
Yeah, they were like, so if you think about like when the Arks were sent into space, you had like one with all like the high-ranking people on. You had you guys as like the proletariat. You had like the bourgeoisie and the proletariat. And then the middle class people, like the civil servants, were the ones who went missing and became the Aeon Primacy. That's why they've got all the knowledge and stuff. That's why they've got like, because they're all like the teachers and the lawmakers and stuff like that. Like all the civil servants were on that ship, and now that's why they're a bit more like superior. That's why they seem to be better educated in things and stuff like that. But yeah, there's not a lot of them.
You Aeons can't really suffer the casualty of losing, and then like, I gesture backwards, but I'm basically saying like the guy we've got hostage.
No, we can't. No, that's true. We can't afford to lose anyone good. Like anyone who would get caught, though, not good, are they? And you're like,
I'll come on the radio at this point, and I'll say, "Hey, Zero, beer can him," and I make motions like this with the hand that you've got there, the other pilot in.
I'm just gonna look at everyone in the team and go, what is this a food reference?
Oh god damn it.
Radio off.
So, here's the deal, little farmer boys and little factory workers. Here's what we're going to do. You're going to do me a favor, and you're going to hand over the mechs that you have. So Red Mosquito and Blue Kawagatar and my friend there. You can keep the pilot. I just want their stuff, and I'll let these guys live. And then, if not, I'll just take them. Pick one.
I have a really important question to ask you now, and it's a very important character question.
Yeah.
How communist are we?
It's to the point where on your like home base planet, everybody has a job, like even the kids. Like everybody has a function.
So
like everybody has a job.
We should scuttle the ship, right, just to kill one of these fucking guys.
Yep, possibly.
Oh no.
I mean,
but
we
you remember
could have taken a nuke with us, but no.
Well,
you've got McGillish on there. You've got McGillish on there, who is kind of like a hero and like a high-ranking military official.
So he'll know what to do. I'm gonna close comms and get McGillish.
You hear like McGillish is like, their route. You see like sparks like and like it's like the stereotypical all hands to battle stations, like emergency. All the lights are off except that one pulsing red one. That's like, woof, woof. And he's like, "Damn it, Frith, what do you want? I'm kind of trying to put a fire out here." And he's like, you see him like grabbing a fire extinguisher, like, and you notice he's actually like putting out like a person. Like he's like, "Stand still!"
How many lifeboats are operational, sir?
And he like, "Give me a status report." And you hear like, "We've already done the calculation, sir. There's only about 10. He's managed to get the bays. We can't even launch mechs." Like,
Bugger, that scup was one of my plans then.
How much time do you need to get everyone off and scuttle the boat?
We're not going to be able to get everyone off. Like, and he's like, "There's not enough boats. Like, what are you asking me to do? Choose?" Like, and you see this guy, and McGinnis just like, "Stop crying! Like, put your tears away!" like he's like, you could see that this person is like really scared that he's talking.
Are you doing this as a broadcast with the rest of the team, or just between the two of you?
Just between me and McGillish. I'm not letting you know that I'm going to kill all these people.
Oh, I had a thought, but if you've not broadcast this conversation, it'll stay here.
Can I quickly, as this is happening, have retrieved Voodoo Heavy and at least brought her back to the group to stop spinning?
I'd rather stay in the asteroid field.
Yeah,
Not being shot.
Well, I assume we're all in the asteroid field, but
yeah, you're all still in like the asteroid field because the planet behind you is like crumbling slowly because it's no longer got like the things holding it together. It's literally like, imagine like pumice stones. You know, when you hit them, they suddenly start like dissolving. Like, it's pretty much.
I am happy to stay where I was.
no, I'm saying like you said you're tumbling off into space. I'm just stopping you from doing that.
We've all taken damage, right?
Yeah, everybody's taken damage. Yeah.
Vasilia's down. Zero's taken damage. Raven's taken damage. Sir, and this mech looks tougher than the other one, right? Like, it's physically grabbing a whole fucking battle cruiser.
Yeah. So this one is bigger. So like from where you are, it's still pretty far away, but you can tell that it's probably a lot bigger than what you've fought before. Most of these have been 1-for-1 size. You get the feeling this might be 3 times bigger than your mechs.
Sir, I only see one possible option here. My team is less than 50% fighting strength, and that thing is big. I can buy you time, but that's it, sir. You're going to have to scuttle the boat.
Can I try and get on to Carter on the radio?
Yeah. You guys have communication.
Yeah, but I don't know if he's sort of calling in one way, you know, it's like a mobile, like a phone circuit, or whether it's just like a radio circuit.
You can have multiple conversations. It depends whether he allows you. The thing you're gonna have to, you're gonna have to ask.
So there's an incoming call for you.
Okay, I'll very quickly mute. While McGillish is thinking, I'll mute him and then let Vasilia through.
Hey, Carter, do you think that thing's still got engines?
The ship?
Yeah.
Can I visibly see the engines going?
The engines are still working, but basically, where Black Centipede is it stood on top of the engines, which might be even better depending on your plan.
Wait, hang on. This thing stood on top of the fucking engines?
Yeah.
Like,
so it's
over the exhaust ports?
No, so if you imagine that like the top of the ship and there's a bit of like an overhang, like with cars where your exhaust doesn't stick out, does it? There's usually something on top of it. It's the same sort of idea. Like there's a bit of like a ledge above the exhaust ports. Like
okay, so it's technically like if it was a cylinder on the outside of the cylinder still.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And you said this planet's got no gravity, right? And there's two-thirds of it left, yeah?
All the pieces are there, but there's one big section that's 2/3 and one smaller section that's 2/3. The one that's 1/3. Sorry, the 1/3 one is drifting away from you, whilst the 2/3 one is actually drifting towards the ship.
Excellent. Carter, look, while I'm a bit helpless here, I can see a way of getting rid of that thing. It looks a lot bigger than us, but if the ship's still got engines, maybe they can scrape it off against that big rock over there.
I had a question that I wanted to do. I assume it'll probably require like a systems check from me, but basically, Doc wants to search the. This is to set up something. So Doc wants to search the sort of ship manifest and crew inventory to see if there are any mechs on board that could be made in a short space of time to look like Red Mosquito and Blue Quaggatar.
But also, they can't launch anything at the moment. We're just wrapped around the doors.
Bear with me. I'll explain fully if I find out something.
Systems check.
I'll explain fully in a minute, but I have an idea.
You just put nukes in the cockpits. Send them out. Trojan horse
3.
the motherfucker.
So there was that prototype that you saw them testing out the wings on.
Yeah, I was hoping I'd have a new mech at the end of this, but never mind.
Cool.
Which-
Is there one for Blue Quaggatar as well?
There's not one for Blue Quaggatar because the problem with Blue Quaggatar at the moment is it's being like stripped.
I might have jacked the parts.
Could
off.
there be one that was made like? I'm looking for like a similar size chassis and maybe one that could be like decorated with similar markings.
For Blue Quaggatar, you wouldn't have the time, but I would say for Red Mosquito, if you were to take that prototype one that they're trying to replicate the wings on,
Mm-hmm.
you could possibly, if you dyed that red and somehow launched it really quickly, like in an opposite direction, you could, and if you copied all the telemetry data and stuff into it, you could possibly trick Black Centipede Centers into thinking that is Red Mosquito.
I don't really want to give them an
Depending on
operational map.
I'm going to getting that data. I'll comms Carter then.
I'll ping you into the same call with Vasilia.
Vasilia. I'm here. I'm in the team's meeting.
I'm also now just going to patch in Zero.
Commander, I have an idea.
I'm just going to message Frith and say, are these mechs really worth all this trouble?
Commander, I have an idea.
All right, if that's a private message, you just get his mech is.
But yeah. I have an idea, Commander. There is a mech on board that could be made to replicate Red Mosquito. I could see that. He's looking for the Rex. I say we give him that one, and we load
I
it.
say we keep him talking and let the ship scrape him off the side with that asteroid over there.
I say we give him that one and we load it with bombs. Those charges are not exactly large.
He's not stupid.
Maybe he's cocky. Maybe he's arrogant.
Carter's kind of weighing it up.
Fleshlings.
We have what we want from the other mechs. Why not load those with bombs and give them to him?
We need to take him out, that's for sure. But
it would certainly buy us some time, Commander.
What's the nuclear payload of our ship?
So there are on your ship, from what I have and what I've actually manifested this for the first time ever. I've manifested a shop. There are actually 24 nuclear weapons on your nuclear payloads on your ship.
So the answer to your earlier question is massively communist.
Yeah.
It could also be massively capitalist because they had we've all got the same thing.
So there are. So these are all range missiles as well. So surface to air, air to surface, anti-aircraft.
But they can just be triggered in the ship when you scuttle it.
You could, yeah. If you scuttled it, if you wanted to scuttle it, you could technically set them off. Yes.
Look, all we've got to do is keep him talking long enough. Let the ship do a little burn and just have it on a collision course. Either he'll notice and get off, or he'll hit it and get off. These guys are arrogant enough.
I want him dead.
We can keep talking long enough. Yeah, and if we get it right, it will be. Squash between a ship and a planet, a mech doesn't stand a great deal of chance.
Commander, I once read something where it's a psychological phenomenon that when you throw something at somebody, they automatically want to catch it. Why don't we consider throwing something at him and he'll release the ship and catch the thing?
People,
Alrighty then.
people didn't say no to you a lot as a kid, huh, Zero?
No.
Yeah, that's what I thought. All right,
You know
we'll
I'm
try.
I'm a paladin, right?
You start getting hail calls from Black Mosquito, like getting really impatient. Like he keeps like they keep hanging up and then recalling.
I send them an emoji that's like a hand with one finger up, like 1 second.
He basically sends you like, and you just see like the ship begin to as he like begins to like constrict, and you do see his mech like plants its feet. You watch as its feet like two things drop off its feet to like stabilize it. You actually recognize this quite well because Vasilia's mech does something similar.
Cool. So I'm gonna.
It goes into
Ooh.
garrison mode.
Slam it into the asteroid. It's going to be the quickest way to get rid of that.
All right,
You should
Operation Bug on a
probably
Windscreen
tell
is go.
Bug on a windscreen.
Right. I close that comm with all of those. I call McGillish. I'm like, we're gonna try something, but if it doesn't work, be prepared to scuttle the ship straight away. And then close that comm, and then open it up with Black Centipede and the team. So, we've come to, I believe the French said parley.
I guess, like, if that's what you want to do, that's fine by me, but I'm kind of done talking. I want my stuff, and I'm willing to break yours to get it.
Yeah, if you do that, then you're gonna tear apart every piece of your mech. They're currently being, well, I believe the term is reverse engineers. They've got welders attached to literally every part of the mech. If you destroy our ship, it's gonna tear your poor little mechs to ribbons.
I don't really need them whole. I can collect them. I don't know if you've seen, but I can hold a lot. And you hear like the, if you could hear in space, you'd hear as the metal like begins to. So TikTok boys, and oh, you have a girl. Interesting.
Your point?
Don't see many competent female pilots. Apparently, you guys took on Blue Kawagata Genjaban, and you killed her. That was so good. Now she's not bossing me around. This is great.
The Terran
I
Collective
get to
accepts
do
all
what I want.
types.
It seems they pick the ugly ones when you guys pick your pilots. You look like you could pick your nose with your teeth.
Well, a body modification here, a body modification there. No biggie. It's all the better to eat you with. And you do see them like kind of go.
That's pretty weird, bro.
Like hold up a gun. You can try.
So you're the one in the wreck, I'm guessing, because you're really overconfident. You're the leader. You're not supposed to be here, little night boy, but we'll deal with you in yours in a minute. And is that a fucking robot? Like,
That is a valued
Am I
member
wearing
of
my
my
like
society.
aviators at this point?
Yeah, we
You
have
can-
a toaster with us.
he kind of could. They can kind of tell because the fact that your aviators aren't on ears.
That's what I mean. I take them off and give them my full piercing stare.
Oh, he's even mean. You've even built him to be mean. Look. Okay, so what's your parlay then, friends? Talk to me. Trade with me. I rate that you give me my mechs, and I receive the mechs that I want, and you escape with your lives. How's about that? Is that trade good?
Mechs go up in class, right? So there's like, what are the different classes?
So the classes are the chassis. So if you're
Yeah.
a striker chassis, like your code name, so it would be levels. So this is a Colossus mech,
Yeah,
which a Colossus,
yeah.
which would probably be about level 4.
We've just hailed our Titan class level 6 mech. So he's coming right now. Hero of Terra, it's called. It's pretty impressive. I wish I could pilot it. Takes 3 people to pilot. You're going to be really impressed when he tears your spine out.
Oskvana's on its way too.
Oh, you're gonna bring them. You're gonna bring. Oh, you bring out all the big guns just for little old me. Well then, how about I call my friends and we end up in the same place? I think I'm being very fair, but I think you're just stalling me for some reason. Why are you stalling me, little boy? Come on, tell me.
I'm just telling you all the pain that's going to rain down upon you and your elf-eared little friends. You see, the Terran Collective have this thing called the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. And although I think you think that that ship is the many, that is a very, very small military asset that we are more than willing to sacrifice 8 of if it means we can cut your little head off. And I'm going to wear it as a belt, actually. Really interesting Terran Collective kind of custom. We wear your heads as belts.
Oh, well, maybe I'll take Genja bands from you then. Anyway, I'm growing bored, so I'm guessing I've got, what, a few minutes before Husqvarna arrives, and then, well, I don't know how far this hero of terror is, but I've got a couple of days, right?
Oh,
So-
no, you really don't.
Okay, that gives me enough time to rip apart this ship. And you see...
How close is
McGinnis
it to the fucking asteroid right now?
Have you
It-
messaged McGillish with the plan?
He has said that he's going to try and do something, but yeah,
Yeah, but it relies on the ship turning its engines on, so that it slams into the asteroid at speed.
I was kind of hoping one of you would message as we stalled.
Have you messaged McGillish?
Flashback! Blades of the Dark style flashback. Ram into the asteroid!
I will allow it because you did say for him to be prepared to do something. So I would assume that you would have told him the plan. So
And because flashbacks are a cool mechanic.
flashbacks are cool. So McGillish is one going. McGillish needs to make 2 rolls. So give me a second. Works.
Well, give us a sec to get to the dice pot, Addison. Come on.
So
No.
he rolled a 15 on his presence check. So people are following his orders. However, he's having problems. So there is a bit of a complication. He either needs assistance or he needs you to stall for more time. And he does tell you that. He's like, he says, and I'm going to message you something, Ben, because of the fact that he says it in a code that only commanders understand. And he kind of says, I can't wait for us to go to the bar again, is basically what he says to you. In a message, in like a DM.
Exciting. The fuck does that mean? Secret private message song.
There you go.
Secret private message song.
There's the translation of what the code of that is.
All right, Black Centipede. You know what? You've convinced me. Which one do you want?
Well, all 3 of them, because all 3 of them are technically mine.
Nah, I can't give you all 3. So which one do you want?
Unstis was a prick.
Yeah, you actually
Yeah,
bothered about the pilot though? Like, all the pilots are dead. You want the specific
I-
mech, right? What's your favorite color? Maybe we can do this on color.
I'm thinking about the aesthetic that I put off.
You really want aesthetic? Like, you've got Black Centipede. That's already the coolest thing you could have, right?
Well, if I could attach some those little scythes to it, or
That would look
maybe
really
I could
dumb.
take that I could take that arc reactor off your friend's back.
That would be more cool, but then it probably wouldn't extend to your really long, gangly motherfucker arms, you know?
Maybe.
Actually, I have a question.
Yeah.
What was the name of the pilot out at Red Mosquito?
Unstis.
Unstis. I have a question. Unstis, we had strange feet. Extra toes? What was with that?
We all have that. We're liar life forms. It's a thing.
Your lower life
Yes.
forms?
Well, is that an environmental thing, or is that an inbreeding thing?
You get another message, Frith, that says, "Drinks are on me." Message coming through. Drinks are on me.
So he's now ready to forward or
Yeah.
explode?
Forward.
I'm gonna then start flying my mech around so that if Black Centipede wants to keep me in visual range, she has to turn and look the other way. And at the same time I drift, I'm then gonna send McGillish it's an old picture of us at the bar while I'm really drunk but giving him the thumbs up, and he looks just fucking livid.
So you get one of those reaction pings at the bottom of the photo that's like thumbs up, and you watch as so you couldn't really see from your direction, but then you notice that black centipede's head's like a disc, and you see it turn to keep you in line, almost like an owl turning, and then you watch as you guys all watch as this engine one and just straight at this. I need mobility checks from everybody because he's about to crash into this fucking asteroid that's technically behind you. The only one who I will say is at advantage is Ben, because he has actually moved.
Disabled, so all my checks automatically disabled.
You are being held by Jordan, so if Jordan makes his mobility check at disadvantage...
I thought I'd just been stopped from drifting away and left.
I feel as if he'd have to hold
I'm holding you, so I'll make it a disadvantage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
I failed.
Oh, fuck, that's a 20 at disadvantage.
So I need you to roll your reactor die, please.
Oh, good. It's all good, guys. Everything's fine.
And...
I also didn't realise it was going to be that fast. I thought it was going to be a slow-moving map.
It's an interstellar spaceship.
It is a spaceship. They have to be pretty fast.
Yeah, he's
and in the future, acceleration is not so much of a problem usually in sci-fi settings, so it's fine.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting it.
Bearing in mind, you very rarely see a TCS ship use all its thrusters, apart from for really fast travel across great distances. So the fact that he's put on all his thrusters to go this quickly in such a short amount of time is to basically for momentum, even in this vacuum, to work. He's got to go fast.
You need the surprise, and you need to cover whatever distance to the rock as quickly as possible before Black Centipede realizes what's going on.
So Jordan,
we get it right and just shear him straight off the top, and there's just a load of arms left on the ship.
Go to move, and your arm catches, and you realize that you, for some reason, your arm's locked up because the Colossus is so heavy. And you're trying to move him, and the ship crashes into this thing behind you, sending you and Vasilia barreling forward as as more and more of these tiny porous rocks bang into the back of you from behind. Black Centipede's holding on, and you see as it crashes through this planet, you see it its arms stretching further and further, it's gonna stretch off. It's and then you do kind of see the arms retract, and it's in the middle of this rock formation. You then see in front of you all the 10 escape pods have already been ejected, and they are in front of you. He ejected those before he accelerated. Yeah, so you have 10 escape pods and Black Centipede behind you. He is going to be, in terms of he's going to be distant in terms of his actual mechanical range. So it is up to you what you want to do. Do you want to save the civilians or do something to Black Centipede?
I flip the radio. Hey, McGillish.
He does not respond.
There's no one piloting that ship, is there?
No, there's someone piloting that ship. The line's there.
Hello? Anybody there?
He's kind of refusing to answer you, almost. He's not hanging up on you, but you for there to be a connection in the first place, it means there's someone there.
Someone's answered it. Whoever's there, other launch tubes working for the nukes. Hello.
I would like a systems check from anyone who's functional.
Fuck.
Am I functional currently? Even though I just got hit by a... Am I, like, what actually happened to me there? Nothing.
I do need to roll some damage for you.
Nathan,
Right,
you
yeah.
also failed, or did you succeed that ability?
Yeah, I failed as well. Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, okay, so yeah, Honor got like battered by something as well. Sorry, I didn't see your roll. That's my fault. So that's 3 d10s. So that's 20 damage as
Pretty sure that's taking most of the team
Are you-
down.
as 20 as these massive like planetoid sized things like crash into the
Right.
side of
I'm disabled.
That's me as well, right?
20 to you as well.
I'm disabled. I've got.
Yeah,
I
I'm
had
gonna say I'm
4.
the only person with over 20 hit points. Like I've got 24. Everybody else has got like. 12.
Don't forget your
12.
shields if you've got any shields left.
I had
Oh
3
yeah, armor points.
armor and 16 hit points. 19 total. I'm disabled.
Yeah.
So I need you to roll d8s, please.
Are we both disabled?
Yep, I'm disabled as well.
If you're both disabled, you need to roll d8s for what's happened to you.
Or Dagger Raven?
It's all up to
Three.
common earth.
I'm gonna be honest.
You
If we
are
fought this
hobbled.
guy, this is how it was gonna go anyway.
yeah.
You're
pretty much.
hobbled, so when you repair yourself, you will have disadvantage on mobility tests until you have a full repair rest.
Right.
What did you get, Nathan?
3.
So you're basically you see that Frith, you see that Paladin Honor's leg is bent at a right angle, and there is like rock chunks stuck in the knee joints of Doc's mech as well. That makes it so he can't like bend his knees, and you see them just in the void like there's
Watch all this go down. Ah, welcome to the party.
So all of my team is disabled. We've only got the
Apart from
escape
floating
pods
past.
and McGillish is on the ship.
Someone's
guess-
on the ship. No one's talking though.
Okay. I radio and I go, McGillish, if you're in there, I'm sorry, but I'll see you again in Van Hyla. Blow the ship. It's their only chance. It's been a goddamn honor serving with you, sir.
for the Raven, and you just hear poof and poof, as the ship
mean,
like
That
You
seems like
do-
a bit of a waste.
you hear like the ship like blow. You see like you hear that centipede like oh shit like requesting and he gets like buffered out and hits through like multiple rocks. So he took that those d10s as well, but he took them twice because of the fact that he would take twice as much because he was dragged through it. And yeah, he just comes out of one side. He's pretty beat up and he's not looking.
We never really scanned him after he got hit.
Wait,
by
what? The
Astro
fucking
Ball.
nukes didn't take him out? The actual nukes didn't kill this guy? Oh, fuck.
So he would have let go, so he wasn't like in the center of the explosion. He got like buffed away because
Yeah,
remember, there's no gravity.
in space there's no atmosphere, so nukes lose a lot of their potency. You have to be quite close.
Fuck. I was really hoping
He
on the
is-
nukes, because I've got, like, no health.
He is beat the fuck up though. Like he's dented and like
How many fucking hit points has this thing got?
he's level 4 and he's a colossus.
Oh,
So
God.
he's pretty. He's
Phew,
Are we
he's a
all ready for a
beefy boy.
TPK? Because I've now got to fight this fucking thing single-handedly. Alright.
Use range to your advantage, I think.
I can't do anything.
is-
I'm disabled.
He's been pushed further, so he's like he's distant +1. Like he's very far away from you. Like
Have we not got like a Megazord mode? No.
Yeah, what, like fucking Mr. Cripple? That's what we'll end up being. Because we'll have 2 broken legs and a broken body, you know.
you remember you have got the escape pods, so depending on who's on the escape pods, there could be aid, but that would require you to go to the escape pods.
Did they not come fitted with radios and engines? Because, you know, they're escape boats.
No, they've got engines and radios, but like you would have to catch up with them because they're
They're off.
like most escape pods are programmed to like off.
Yeah, I get that. arm.
Distance +2. I need a weapon with that range to be able to hit it. I can't hit it with like disadvantage or anything.
Go on.
Yeah, you would need to move.
Take my
It'll be
scattergun.
fine. Get after it.
Take my
Yeah, I'm
scattergun.
gonna have to.
You can. You would need to. Because of the fact you're taking it from someone, you'd need to use a use action.
I've got a
take
beam
something.
rifle. I don't need a scattergun.
Okay, that's true. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna move 1.
That takes it to distant.
Okay, and then I'm gonna wait for the turtle to come back round so I can move again, so I don't have to do reactor dice because I feel I'm gonna fucking need my reactor.
Okay, so I'm just finding something as well, because there is something that could happen now. Can I have rolls for everybody, please? Who is it? Like, even though you're not in combat, I need rolls for everybody. Mobility or systems. Technically, everybody who's disabled fails, so that puts you after enemy. So Ben, I need
to
you.
roll.
So that's everybody apart from
Yeah, so Ben, roll a dice.
Viking Harmony.
Excellent. I'm under 10, so we're good.
And the escape pods are. Escape pods are gonna go. No, they're gonna go. They're gonna go before the enemy. Because they have a 14 on my little stat sheet here. So that's lucky. So you go first, Ben, or do you want the escape pods to go first?
Escape pods can go first.
Escape pods go first. So you hear over your radio, Zero, you hear the guys, like the squires, are like in one of the pods, and they're like, "Sir, do you want us to come retrieve you? Like, what do you want us to do? Like, we don't know what to do. The ship's gone."
Save yourselves, guys. I'm not losing another team.
Okay. And you hear some others like they're like basically the radio is full of chatter as you guys as they try and connect to you, and they're like, "What do you want us to do?" Like everybody's panicking because McGillish is gone. Basically, you're commanderless technically. The next person in charge would actually be Frith now.
I'm gonna hail Zero. Zero, while I give this thing a kicking, I need you to organize the escapes. Can you do that for me?
For them to escape?
Tell everyone to get the hell out of here.
So,
Alright.
I'm going to send out my message. Hailing all comms. Hailing all comms, all escape pods. Avoid the battle zone. Evade, avoid. Run. Save yourselves.
You see a bunch of them just like out. There is one that remains.
Oh,
And
no,
it's-
it's him.
So the McGillish or Shah, one of the two. But I think it's Shah.
Charles on a
no,
different ship.
Shah's on Husqvarna. Shah's
Oh.
on Husqvarna.
Oh, was he? I didn't know where
Yeah,
he'd gone.
him and the Brotherhood went to Husqvarna. So Shah's gone. It's you hail them again, and it's your squires. They are frozen in place. They don't know what to do. There's you notice that even though they shouldn't be, they've got armor on. They've got like the honor armor on, like and you see some of them are changing into it. Actually,
What are they
like
going to do against a mech?
You fools! Are you disobeying a direct order?
I quite like the Terrans thing on it, sir. The, like girls there, like I like the Terrans thing of fuck that shit. We're coming to get you, and she like that takes us to Ben's turn as they're gonna turn round, and that's both their movements.
So I'm gonna jet. So
Sorry, I was going to say, which person was that on the comms for the squires?
It's what's her name? The sexy girl one. The...
fucking goddamn it, Alison.
I'm looking through my notes.
Was it the one you
Sophia.
named last week?
Yeah,
Sophia.
I've got Orville, Percy, Sophia, and Gaston.
Sophia.
No one disobeys a direct order like Gaston. Sorry.
So yeah, So yeah, though Sophia is the one who's like fuck this shit and is coming to get you. That takes us to Ben. Your turn.
I'm gonna move one forward. That means that I'm in range,
Fire.
right? Yeah, so I'm in
Yeah.
range with a gun.
Yep.
Hail Black Centipede on the comms. And just say, "Come and get some," and then fires his beam rifle.
Okay, roll.
This
roll
is
power.
power, right?
Yep.
That's a hit.
Roll damage.
Hooray. We hit something.
My power's super high. 5.
You see the beam hit. It's gonna use. It's gonna use 4 of its armor points because it's like really fucking bad. You literally see it like put its arms up in front of it to like block the beam, and you watch as it hits. You see like the carapace like plates begin to fall off where you've put like dents in it, and you see that same like sinewy like cable like under mesh that allows it to stretch, and like there's something else in there as well that's really like freaky and weird. It almost looks like it's moving by itself. Do you want to that's both your actions.
Yep.
He's going to use his turn to grapple you, so I need a mobility check from you, please.
I thought it was in
Where is he?
far.
Thought you were,
He's
like,
far. His
Stretching arm,
arms
yeah.
stretch that far. Yeah.
Succeed.
So as it like it tries to like wrap round, you just because of the damage you've done, it's too slow, and you just like upwards, and you see the thing catch nothing, and like withdraw. It is going to roll its reactor die, which is a D8 for a Colossus, isn't it? 3, so it's fine. And it's going to try and I need another mobility check from you, please, Benjamin.
Success!
It keeps trying to grab you, but you hear like, if you could hear like the grinding of the plates that you've damaged, like as it's trying to like stretch a bit too far now, and it's like, ugh! And you can hear like the pilot going like, "I need iridium transport. Let's go! Get me out of here!" Like he's like trying to punch it out. It's like, "No, not like this. You can't do me this way."
Very, very quick question. Would his comms be shielded from EMP? Because a fuck ton of nukes just went off. Does his comms
that's a
even
good
work?
point.
You don't know if they're working.
Ooh.
He's just to you. He's just screaming into the void. Like you don't know if they're working.
I really hope that took out his long-range comms because I really want this kill. Yeah. So it's the escape pod's turn now, I guess. Or
It's
my
escape
team,
pod's turn.
if they can do anything.
It's the team. So there are things you can do. So you could get out of your mech. You could see if there's anything that like checks are gonna fail in your mech, but you can get out of your mech if you have anything on your person that you could use, maybe, or you could communicate or something like that. It's up to you what you want to do.
I mean, I'm a robot. Can I get out and try and start? I don't need any oxygen to live.
Yeah,
Can I get
that's
out
fine.
and start like doing an inspection and seeing what repairs I can make?
Yeah, that'd be a systems.
Also, I've just double checked, by the way, as well. The reactor die for a Colossus is a D6.
Okay, I'll re-roll that then.
It is in
You have to re-roll it,
it
Keisha, I'm not
depends on
panicking.
which rules you're looking at.
Basic.
I
rules, I
think.
think.
See, that
Look-
damage got nerfed, or the reactor got nerfed in the full book.
In the full book, yeah, there was
handout.
a. Let me have a look. Let me check.
Oh, I think you might be right on the reactor because I think I took a super reactor to make it a D8.
That's the second 20 I've rolled tonight.
It's just, yeah, reactor die is a D6. I'll re-roll that. Sorry, I've read that wrong. Still
the
fine.
same result.
Yeah, you look at your mech and you just look at it and you're just like, this thing's fucking totaled. You see the little escape pod though begins to make its way towards zero, and you see like 3 little shapes like descend from it as Sophia, Orville, and Gaston begin to they have like these massive like tubes, and they're like these silver metallic tubes, and they're going to use they've used their movement to get close to you, and they're going to Zero, as they use their action to all three of them shove this silver tube into like the side of your mech. They are going to use repair nanites on you. So can you roll a D4 plus 1 for me, please? I think. Let me just check. Repair nanites with a D4, 1d4 plus 1 HP to yourself, or another close mecha. So they're doing it on you, Zero.
Okay, so that's.
I'll be
Two,
all three of us
three,
close,
three together.
for reference.
Yeah, all three of you are close. So depending on how many of those repair nanites they've got, you could all be up. So you may have a look. So you've got the repair nanites goes into your mech. You hear your mech begin to like, and your legs still hobble, but your systems seem to be coming back online. That takes us to Thrift's turn. What do you want to do?
I am gonna shoot.
He's still far. He's not come closer to you.
I don't get any disadvantage from being far, though, do I?
No.
We'll do some shots. That hits.
Go for it.
I believe it's a DA. Let me just check that. 1 damage.
It takes it, and you watch as like the shoulder that you hit just blows out. He is looking rough, but he did not decide to use any more.
So reactor die.
Fine. Just
Shoot
like one
again.
or two.
Hit.
You've put a D. That's a. Oh yeah. Sorry. Yep. Go again.
Oh, fuck. 3.
You hit again. He's not using his armor, but he is looking like he's trying to hold on. He's not looking good. You did just throw a porous planet at him.
The worst kind.
Yeah.
That takes us to his turn, in which he's going to move out of range, and you're going to hear him screech again and be like, "Damn it! Where's my beryllium transport? Like, get me out of here! Like, I don't deserve to die! Like, Green needed me! Like, I didn't disobey orders! Like, that's harsh! This is a..." Like, and you basically, they are screaming, like, for somebody to come get them.
Coward.
Are they having a back and forth conversation that we can only hear one side of, or are they just screaming and like?
They just, to you, it just sounds like they're screaming. It just sounds like that nobody's. It's almost
listening in the
Yeah,
distance.
it's almost like they're begging someone to pay attention to them.
Right. Okay.
That's the best way to put it.
Cool. So it's the team's go now?
Yep, it's the team, and Zero is up.
Yay.
Is it my turn?
Yeah, you'll go.
How far away from Centipede am I?
You are distant +1.
Okay.
You're 4 meters away.
I guess I'm gonna. So firstly, I'm gonna say to my squires, say, thank you. You're a credit to the Neos Dominion. First sign of danger, you get yourselves out of here. You hear me?
You hear Orville, like the leader of them, like, "Sure thing, boss. Like, just give me a minute. Like, I need to go get the other one." And you see him like look at, "Which one do you want up?"
I just say, you help our friends.
"We've only got one more canister. You got to pick one. I need some directions here, boss."
Doc, are you still outside of your mech trying to fix it?
I've basically just come to the conclusion that I think it's completely fucked. I'll call you and say mech beyond repair. Voodoo heavy recommendation for repair.
Doc, can you reach Vasilia?
Presumably she's with me, because I would have been next to her when I was.
Yeah, you
disabled.
grabbed her.
Yeah.
Squad. Ladies first. Doc, hold on tight. And I'm gonna then use my boosters to blast off one movement towards Centipede.
Was
free
that on
move.
an open channel to us, or was that on a to dock channel?
Open channel.
Ah, okay. You see, throughout that, you see me shrugging on a spacesuit. Because
Right.
yeah,
Yeah, so you've got those lot are coming for you next on the next turn. What do you two want to do? Is there anything you guys want to do?
Yeah, I guess just carry on trying to fix my mech.
Roll systems.
We can do this.
That's a
I
pass,
believe in
actually.
us as a team.
I think that I will say if you can get some way to repair it, like nanites or something, it's not completely fucked. Like there is definitely repairs that can be made to it, but you're going to need some sort of materials. Like you don't know whether the Black Centipede would have it. If you had the ship, they'd have it. But apart from that,
there's a bit less of the ship than there used to be. It's now an extreme convertible.
yeah.
It's also
Um,
slightly
would-
radioactive, but you don't have to guard any of your genitals because you're a robot.
I'm just going to ask this.
That's a good
would,
point.
would Vasilia's severed arm contain what materials I need to repair my mech?
Excuse me. Touch my
Not-
arm. I'll finish you off right there.
That's such a good idea!
Not the arm, because of the fact that what your mech desperately needs is like power and stuff like that. It's
Yeah. Also,
And
the arm
the
on
arm-
my robot's like there, but smashed. You know.
yeah. So like
If it's
the arm doesn't have like a power source itself. It takes that from the set.
if it's power, could he plug himself in at some massive cost?
Into what?
I have a power source for
He's
me.
a fucking robot, right? Like maybe he
He's
can
a-
plug
he's a-
himself
he's
in,
a
but he'll
robot,
just
but
like
there's a
permanently
difference
damage
in
himself.
Scale, isn't there?
There is a
little bit of
difference in scale.
Yeah, but
Plugging in a
like-
couple
No, no,
hundred
but if you
watts from a
right,
robot to
no,
a
no, but
couple
if you
hundred
imagine it this
kilowatts
way,
for
if
you know,
no, if you imagine it this way though, his battery inside of him is supposed to last hundreds of years as a combat pilot, whereas the
Yes.
mechs get recharged after every fucking. He might be able to move his whole mech for like 5 turns if he plugs himself in, and then
yes,
just die.
But
but
also,
so
you've
glorious.
Seen what happens, you've seen what happens when you drop a spanner across the terminals of a battery,
No,
right?
don't worry about that. It's gonna be fucking
And
dope.
it
It's gonna be
glows
dope. Don't worry about it. He'll enter Valhalla
Pulling
victorious.
far too
How do I
many
hook
amps
myself
in
up to my
one
mech?
go.
There is a fully capable escape pod with power.
That is
I've got
true.
all of your
I'm
paladins.
sure they've got
around.
jump leads, right?
Yes, push start it.
It's up to you. You can either. I will say that there is a way to like hook yourself in. It will be dangerous. You will need to make a really fucking high presence check to basically make sure that you don't end up becoming a Valor. Basically,
You are gonna go off like a shorted lipo battery.
I'm gonna fucking do it.
That's so badass.
And
I
don't
want Valor anymore. I want Dark.
for flavour, what I want to say, that seeing that it's power that is required, and knowing a way that I can like hook myself up, it will be for like one action mechanically. It won't be to try and like power. It'll basically be I want enough power to try and get one action out.
okay. So I need you to make a presence roll. Right.
Yeah, sure. Make a
I need
really
your presence. Can you give me your presence, please? Like your
You
actual
watch
score for
that
presence.
fucking dice bot sling a 12.
Oh my
Oh,
god,
you
he's
mean
gonna become
like,
the ghost in the
you
machine.
want my lowest attribute? 12.
12. So your roll is a D20 plus 6 to get this to go off. So I need you to roll a D20 plus 6.
Pray for me,
It's-
guys.
It's time for roll one.
Pray for me, guys. I've rolled 2 20s tonight.
Oh! Oh no!
Amazing.
To Valhalla!
So you like sit in your pilot seat and you basically like talk to Valor, and Valor's like, "Are you sure this is a good idea?" And he's like, "Fine." And basically you get a like almost like a USB like
Oh, I was
hyperport,
gonna say,
like,
does he do it through nipple clamps?
and
Jump feed.
like a plug into your, and you feel the rush of the mech's whole body become your body, like you are literally inside the mech. You've left your body, and your body's just become a battery, and you're like, you think like, if I do not hold this together, I'm going to lose myself. The code that I am made of will just unravel, like, and join whatever this is. But you hold it together, and you're like, I can do this, and you will get 4 actions.
Fine.
You'll get 4 actions, and then you will need to make the same presence roll when you unplug.
When I unplug, okay, right.
So that's I'm going to say that's a use action, so you get another action now.
I look. So
You
I'm
have
gonna
1
look,
hit point as well, to say that you've got,
1
because
hit
it's
point.
1 hit point.
So that's
Wait,
one
so
of my.
he's got four actions on top of the action he's just taken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's basically got
Yeah.
this. He's basically got this and this 1 hit point to, and then on his next turn he'll unplug.
Yeah. So I'm going to look to Voodoo Heavy quickly, and I'm going to look over towards where Paladin and Viking Harmony have gone. I keep forgetting your call sign. I'm going to say, Commander Frith, Dagger Raven, moving to assist. I'm going to move for my other action.
Mhm.
Well, does that put me in distant of
Distant, yeah.
That
You
puts
do
me
not,
within-
by the way, because it's a 1, you do not need to roll your reactor to do multiple things.
Okay.
Because this is fucking baller. Like,
So cool.
Can I just say, out of character as well, I just got a text from my family downstairs asking if I was okay. 'Cause
yeah, because I screamed. Sorry, that's my
Headphones, man.
No, it didn't matter. I think it was because like I pushed my chair back across the floor and they're right below me. Anyway, sorry, that was a funny thing. So pumped right now.
So does he have to take his
do?
4 actions on this turn, or
He
can
has to take his 4 actions on this turn, and then he'll unplug.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit!
Sorry.
Sorry, I thought that was my turn. Sorry,
No,
sorry.
you take these. Basically, you're gonna get like hyper turn. You get hyper
Right.
time.
Sorry, I'm going. So I've moved. I'm in distant.
Yep.
I'm gonna. Can I? I've got a heavy range weapon. Can I use it?
What does the range say on the weapon?
It doesn't. It
weapon.
just says I've never seen a range stat for it.
I think
It's heavy
I
range.
what-
somewhere.
What weapon is it? It's usually
scattergun.
the scattergun.
that doesn't sound like a sniper's weapon? I'm gonna be honest.
No.
It doesn't.
You can put slugs in a shotgun.
They're still
You
not
can, but
a
it's still
50
not
cal round,
accurate.
are they?
It's still they still duck weave and it's a smooth bore.
Don't
ruin this
for me.
So
I think you're gonna have to use one of
heavy
your move
weapon-
actions to move again and then fire twice. I think, if I'm honest
I was
with
gonna
you.
say, for the heavy weapon description I've got on page 7, Edison, of the main book, you add 2 to
Yep.
both attack and damage rolls with the heavy weapons, but they're more difficult to aim but deal more damage. So that's that. I haven't got a range yet.
I'm looking.
Probably-
It should be in the weapons section. Usually they have it on there. I'm finding it.
It's probably just the same as my beam rifle. I imagine a scattergun isn't longer range than a beam
I've
rifle. right?
literally never seen anything on range. It just says like heavy range +2.
Range attacks
Remember.
against close and distant enemies have disadvantage. Page 6, attacking and defending.
So you'd have disadvantage. So you might as well move and then attack twice instead of
Yeah.
attacking 3 times.
Yeah, I'll
with
move.
disadvantage.
So how many actions do I have left? 3 or 2?
3.
So I'm going to move again.
So you guys literally watch Doc's mech is moving mad as well, like he's like he's almost like running, like
In
because he's
space.
moving like a person, like
Nice.
he's not like
And then I get within far.
Yep.
And I'm going to
Is-
attack
is-
twice.
Is his body just attached via USB, like dangling behind?
no, it's in the cockpit, so he's like
Oh,
in the
okay.
pilot.
Like hardwired in.
I imagine that thing's glowing in your arm as well, the amount of power it's trying to deliver.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to attack twice.
Roll both d20s.
I'm going to roll them one at a time.
Yep.
That's under my power.
He's past me, right?
Even with
Yeah.
+2, that's under my power. So
Yep.
cool.
Roll-
so can I
roll
roll? I roll damage for that or roll?
Roll the second attack because depending on what.
Okay. I don't think that showed up for some reason.
Why didn't that work?
Give it a second.
Come on, Dicebot, please. This is such a crucial moment, Dicebot. Don't do this to us. Try again. Maybe you're on a cooldown.
Maybe.
Just put D20.
How's everyone else been doing it?
I mean, it's the same thing.
I've just been doing exclamation mark
Literally.
D20.
Yeah, exclamation mark and then.
They're
There
2
you
hits.
go.
Cool, 2 hits.
So,
They're both- So it's 2d6 plus 4.
yeah, 2d6 plus 4, please.
Oh, come on. Come on.
Oh, that's 10 total.
It's respectable.
Woo.
Because it's 5. It's 6 plus 4, so 10.
So yeah, no, I'm just trying
He's
to
doing
figure
mental
something out.
maths to see if he's dead or not.
I'm trying to see if I reduce it with armor, if he still dies. Because yeah, 40 points at the beginning of the battle is going to do that to you. Yeah. He puts the arms up. He watches the buckshot scratches across his cockpit's face, like ripping pieces off of it, and the armor goes, but damage still gets through. And then the second shot, as like you just hear no, like he is disabled. 1d8. He gets a 6. Let's have a look what happens to his mech on a 6.
Bad stuff.
I hope so, because that's funny.
You are
He
severely
is-
damaged.
Yeah, severe damage. So you, as his arms like retract, he's like, no, you just almost like look like straight at him, and just blow a hole in his chest cavity that goes all the way through, like, and he's just like floating there, and you see those same like strange globules of blood, like, and he's like, no, and he's like, somebody get me out of here! Like he's trying to like desperately like get out.
I'm assuming this is a broadcast we've all heard.
Yeah, he's not turned his
I'll
comms off.
I'll get on the squawk box. Carter, you want me to get in there and just grab him real quick?
You can't hail Carter on comms.
Am I unplugging myself?
Okay.
Yes. So I need a presence roll, still +6.
Do I still have a turn? I
You
can't
do
remember
still
if
have
this
a
was...
turn.
I want to. Okay, so I want to catch up with Doc and try to assist in
That's
any
a
way
success.
I can. Oh, he's done it already. It's fine.
It's fine.
2 plus 6 is 8. It's under my presence.
So you unplug, but even though you've succeeded, something's off. Like something's wrong.
With
Like-
Dot.
Yeah, like things aren't responding like they should.
You've got erectile dysfunction.
Mainly
Sorry.
your one of your legs is not responding. Like at all. Like you're trying to move it and it's like one of them's moving and the other one's just like still, it won't move.
Cool. Can I
So
hail?
as I'd already made the move action and call, but I'm just gonna like grab him by the cockpit and just look in, and I'm basically my cockpit to his, looking and saying, "Doc, Doc, are you there?"
All systems normal. Paladin honor.
Oh. Bold
And you
move.
see it.
You sort of see him twitching a bit.
I see this, but I don't say anything. I just say,
You
Bold
guys, what are you doing? Because yeah, you're out of initiative technically. Vasilia, you see Sophia coming towards you with another one of these massive tubes with Gaston and fuck, what's the other one's name?
Orville?
No, Orville's on the ship. He's the lead one.
Sophia, and there is Percy.
Yeah,
Percy, Severe and Percy, like come inject the nanites into your mech, and you begin to hear like, and even though you've not got an arm, and you can see that on your thing, almost like there's just your arm's just red on like your mech's health bar, like it's not there anymore.
Is the remains of my arm still floating around somewhere?
Yeah, it's next to where Doc was.
Okay, cool. I'll radio the squires. Why, thank you. The cavalry assistance from the cavalry is greatly appreciated.
It's
They
all
sort
right.
of slightly mocking tone and wink as they sign off, and then I'm gonna go and get my arm because it's an impromptu weapon.
As these guys are kind of like doing post-battle things, Viking Harmony is still like looks to be in a battle and has grabbed Black Centipede.
You hear like you guys hear like, no, what are you doing? Get off me! Get off me, you filth! I
And
don't
then
want you!
I imagine our pilot.
He's batting away like as if he's trying to get the arms to work, but they're not.
I imagine our pilot uniforms are already spacefaring, and we just have to like grab on like a helmet, right?
Yeah, there's like a helmet that you most of the time you'd put on anyway.
Yeah, I eject straight out of my mech, and then I'm imagining all of the mechs like cockpits have a quick release to like get people out in case there's been an emergency.
Yeah.
I don't even let him put his fucking helmet on. Quick release.
Just vent him.
Pull the fucking knife out of my boot, and then even though he can't hear because he's not got a helmet with comms on, you just hear over all the comms, this is for McGillish, and then wild combat knife stabbing.
So you guys just watch as like I need you to roll. I'm gonna say systems because you're gonna you're trying to find the release hatch on like a foreign mech. Like, what do you get?
We good.
So yeah, you find like this weird button, these two weird buttons that you literally like press underneath like the lip, and you hear the and you see like the pressure leaving, and you guys can hear over the comms like, what are you doing? And he's like it goes silent, and like you see this black figure begin to be pulled out of his mech, like by the lack of gravity, and you just see McGillish like stood over him.
Frith.
Not McGillish, Frith, like stood over him, like going mad because of and like you see this it's you think like I've got him or got them, and you keep stabbing, but you notice that they're still moving after a while, like they're more hardy, so you have to go deeper and deeper, and you feel bones like with the rib cavity like collapse as you're like
Frith keeps stabbing until someone hails him on comms.
Yeah, basically Frith's got this figure pinned up against his chair by the end. He's obviously dead from like just no oxygen, and like his body's beginning to expand, but Frith's just like still going.
I will flick the visual on the comms off and gently head over there.
You just see like all this like red viscera like bobbing, like there's a lot because he's just going to town.
I'll sit and wait. I'll give it a couple of minutes.
So
Carrying on?
let's get you moving, Doc, and we're gonna go and join. I'm gonna sort of put my mech's arm around Doc's mech, and together I think we'll just sort of make our way to the now viewing platform next to Vasilia as we're all just looking at the massacre.
Are you still on this guy after a couple of minutes?
So basically, if you ever try and like look at the hologram, it's slowed down, and you can see like Carter is visibly like sobbing, and he just keeps stabbing.
He's also getting tired as well because he's fighting like in zero gravity as well, like trying to. He's got to like because there's no gravity. He's got to like.
He's got to hold on. Yeah.
He's got a proper like.
I'll after a couple of minutes, he's slowing down. I'll say it's not going to bring him back. He did a very valiant thing, but it's not. He's gone.
No more Aeons.
We'll get those Aeon bastards.
And you see him. He goes to like wipe the tears off of his face, but obviously he's wearing a space helmet.
You guys, you guys are still in your mechs, right? Zero and right.
I'm still in the same like just unplugged capacity I was before. Yeah. So.
Yeah. So, I'd say because you're focusing, you don't notice Vasilia. Can I get a systems checks from Zero, please? As he's like stood there and he's kind of watching, but his squires are also trying to talk to him.
That is 16. Let me just pull my sheet up. I think that's a fail for systems. Yeah, definitely a fail. Yeah.
Yeah, like you guys you miss it, but there's definitely some sort of shadow is like looming over you all.
Oh, for the love of all things. Let us know when we notice the shadow.
You do notice the shadow, but like you didn't see it. You didn't see it arriving. Basically,
In that case, you probably best tell me how many hit points I recover from the nanites.
1d4 plus 1.
I'm gonna look up at what's causing the shadow.
Yeah.
It's like this. So imagine like like the spinning top from Inception.
Yep.
Like how it's like a disc that's got like these two pointed ends. You see kind of something like that, where there's like this spire that comes to 2 points, and in the middle of it there's like this round ring. It is green and yellow marked, so that means it's Terran. It's like this spinning, almost like orbital station that is come towards you, like, and it's like got like these side-on thrusters that it's like using to thrust itself towards you, like really, really slowly.
Is this a thing we know about as? Terran?
Yeah, it's a relay station.
Ah, okay.
These are either used as like observatories or as they're about the size of what's his name, Black Centipede, so they're really big, and they're used to house small teams of people to do things like observe a planet, or make sure communications in an area are up. Each relay station has its own purpose, like, and it's almost like the International Space Station.
Did it by any chance have a docking bay we can use?
There are docking bays, and you notice that all the escape pods are docked on this thing, on the ring.
Ah, we have little friends. Excellent.
And you hear over the comms, which is, I feel as if this is a good place to maybe cut away or something like that, or do you want to keep going?
If you think this is a good place to th away, I think then
Yeah, I think that's fair.
As
I do want to do one little thing when we actually land, but if we're not landing,
yeah, no, we'll do the landing then, because we can do that. All right. So you guys kind of hear like a, oh well, what do we have here? Like, as like an old woman's voice comes over the thing. It's like, oh, looks like someone's been hunting then pesky aeons. Who is it? Is that you, Frith? Like, as like this old woman like appears on the comm thing, and she's like kind of demure, like short and like hunched over, but she's got like a walking stick, and she's like, I hate these things. I never know if they're working.
I recognise her.
Yes, you do.
Who be it?
This is a woman called Agata. She is a very famous cybernetics engineer.
Agatha. And Carter is like now sat in his mech chair, and he goes to like wipe again, like goes to wipe like the whatever tear residue is on his face, and just like puts all the like the Aeon blood across his face. He doesn't realise at that point, so he's just like, I've had a hard day. Can you let us land?
Well, I was coming to pick you up, actually. You've brought some rather pesky bugs to my end of the woods. I'm not really appreciating that, lovey. I'll prepare the biscuits. Come on. Come along. Bring yourself and make sure you have a shower, because you're gonna fucking stink. And she, like, starts, like, wandering off about hanging up the call. Like, she's just, like... And you see, like, as she, like, wanders off, you see, like, this, like, copper dog with, like, a jar on its head with a brain in. It's like a fully mechanical dog with, like, a dog's brain.
She's got a
And,
cyber hound.
She's got a cyberhound, yeah.
He's
And
gonna
you
be the
see,
best
like-
boy.
And, like, you see, and she's like, "Come on, Bartholomew," and then, like, this cat that's, like, silver in the same sort of vein as the dog. So you've got the copper dog, and the silver cat is, like, comes along and follows behind her. We've got guests, and you guys are, like, almost like tractor beamed and brought up to the ship. Because this station has, like, that capability to, like, help guide people into docking areas. For mechs, it's a bit different. So whereas the shuttles, like, land on top of the ring at different points, for mechs you have to, like, dock onto the side, and your mech will be, like, stood there, like, in just floating in space, but, like, attached to it.
Okay. Do they recover the black centipede?
She's got, like, black centipede tracted, but because it's almost as big as this station, it's going to be difficult.
So, does anyone want to do anything first? Because I know how I'm gonna finish the episode. Like, I know what the fade out is gonna be.
Well, repairs. I think that's my first thing.
I'm just going to say.
Nope.
Sorry, James. If you.
No, so otherwise, no. I haven't got anything other than repairs right now.
Is Doc's damage to himself or to the mech?
No, it's to his body.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I was thinking. So
Yeah, it's to your body.
yeah,
Like, so you guys watch as Doc tries to, like, get out of his. So this is how, like, Doc's trying to get out of his mech. You see. And you guys wait for Doc in, like, the like, little tube, the little airlock that he should come through. But because you haven't got use of both legs, it's really hard for you to get up and out of your mech. Like, you want to, like, your leg is just, like, dead weight.
he just kind of, like, drags himself up, and then just sort of falls out and just sort of clatters onto the floor.
I'm gonna quickly stand him up, so that no one, hopefully no one sees. And say, I'm gonna take my own sword out and sort of look at it and go, Doc, could you please take this inside for me and ensure that it's kept safe?
I need you to make a mobility check to see if you can do it quick enough. Like,
Okay.
because your mobility stat carries over to you as a pilot.
I mean, technically he got out in space. So the airlock where he
No,
yeah,
so
No, he's on the
the
mech.
airlock. Yeah, he's in the mech bay. So if you get out of the airlock, like, you're on the station. If you got out in space, that would thing the whole thing of the station. So did you fail?
No, pass.
Did you say
Just
pass? Yeah. So you literally, as he goes to, like, he's, like, floating, and then as pressure's restored, you, like, go up to him and you catch him, and you, like, then do the thing of, like, here's your sword. Here's my sword. Can you take it to my squires? Pretty much.
yeah. Obviously, motioning for you to use it like a walking stick in some way.
Right. Okay. Thank
Okay.
you, Paladin.
I also want to just take Frith to an edge and look out into space with him. We should really try and move as quick as possible, sir. We don't know if his cries for help were fell to any ears.
First things first, and at this point, so this is how I imagine the fade out. Frith is holding a hollow pad, and on, like, a very obviously unsecure thing, he's typed a redacted mission, like he's typing like a fake redacted mission port, that says something about the hero of terror, a class 6 mech piloted by General McGillish. So, like, if anyone were to hack us slightly, they would have this, like, legendary mech be, like, one of the things that they steal. It's supposedly piloted by McGillish.
Yeah, and as you like click send on that, like, and that's how we end the episode today. As you guys look into the distance, you see Doc hobbling off himself, like using the sword and Vasilia desperately trying to repair this thing that she's built beautifully, and she's not sure she could re-get parts for. And that's where we end today's episode 5.
Holy shit.
What? Whew. Thanks, mate.
Thank you, everybody, for watching episode 5 of MechaHack Desperate Alliance. Just as we always do on the Flickering Torch, the next episode is going to be a 5.5, where we're going to have some small little character scenes and then kind of have some thoughts from every member of the cast on if they're enjoying the game, how they're enjoying the game, what they like about this specific game, what they like about the campaign, kind of their favourite moments, all of that kind of stuff. So please tune in for that. I'm very, very quickly, because I'm going to be honest with everyone sat here, I've needed a wee for the past, like, half an hour. I drink a lot of beer in this stream. It's becoming a real problem. So, we will very quickly...
go hand in hand with each other.
This stream and drinking beer and needing a wee. 3. That's like a thruple. So, we will very quickly go to our first sign-off. James, please give everyone your sign-off.
I'm James. I don't generally hide out in many places on the internet, but you can find me in the Loom Discord channel. I'm sure there'll be a link in the description below, because that's words I should say.
It is. Well done. Right, Jordan, please give everyone your sign-off, please. Thank you.
Brilliant. Thank you. I'm Uninformed RPG on YouTube and on Twitter. YouTube channel where I make videos on what it's like to be a new player and my tips and advice for people coming into the hobby. So check it out. It's good times.
Fucking awesome. You should definitely go check his stuff out because he's definitely putting out new videos now, aren't you, Jordan?
Yeah.
Good boy.
Definitely.
Right, we'll hop over to over to the side of me. Nathan, please give your hellos and goodbyes, all of that nonsense.
It's going to sit here and wait for about 10 minutes, just give it lots of thought.
I will just go for a piss.
Need to just really think it through. I'm Sanaid. You can find me on every social media worth its
He's gone.
Someone tell Addison to give his plugs and I'll be back in a second. I'm going to piss myself otherwise.
But to Addison, please, Addison, you do your thing.
No, you go first.
Wait for them to come back to sign off the screen.
I'm Sanaid. You find me everywhere, including Twitch. Easy.
And I have been our GM for today, or as I like to, I think I've broke this system, bent this system the most I've ever been in it because of just like people want to do cool stuff, so I'm going to allow it. Thank you very much for your time. My name's Addison. I am the host of the Pod of Many Things on YouTube, Anchor, Spotify. We have an episode coming out tomorrow, which is based on a thing that is not my specialty, which is sports.
Ooh, where did the ball go?
Sports with my brother, so you get to meet my little brother Zachary, and you can also find me on my YouTube channel starting my new series, Let's Do This Sheet, where the bi-weekly show where I bring your favourite characters from popular culture, TV, video, books, games, into D&D 5e, and possibly later on other role-playing games as well. So yeah, thank you very much. See you in a bit. And I'll hand you back over to our beautiful host, who's definitely washed his hands.
I did. I have Imperial leather soap. Spawn. Not Spawn, but Spawn.
More than 3 times.
Anybody from Imperial Leather hears that, please sponsor us.
Imperial Leather, we will take your sponsorship, please. Thank you all for watching. Sorry I had to dash off there, but otherwise I would wee myself, and that would suck.
I feel like I stalled it.
I think you did. You really did. It was like thunder. It was crazy. Anyway, so thank you from all of us. Thank you to the cast. Thank you to you for watching. If you're watching as a VOD or if you're watching live, we appreciate you. We love you. We want to see some more of you. Please join the live show. Comment, subscribe, follow. What are the other things you can do? I don't know. Something.